This is actually my second trail of the day. The first trail, Green Swamp, didn't even get 2 miles out of that. So I'm at Lake Waccamaw State Park. I'll discuss more about the lake as I go, but all trails, what I had figured out was 13.5 miles. It's looking more like around 12 if these trail map mileages are correct. But I'm at the park office. I wanted to show you something really cool in here. There's this whale skull, an extinct whale that they found in the lake. Estimated to be, I think, 3 million years old. So let's check it out. Check that out. I'm here at the park office. I'm going to come up this way onto this loblolly trail, onto Pine Woods Trail. Follow that around until it gets to the Lakeshore Trail. To the dam. I could cross over and do a road walk all the way around the lake, but it's 14 miles. So I'll just turn around the Lakeshore Trail and come back to the car. You can see the shape of Lake Waccamaw. Like I said, it's only 14 miles across, or 14 miles around. It's the biggest freshwater lake in North Carolina, I believe. One theory is that it was caused by a meteor strike, but the scientists aren't really sure. It's only average 7.5 feet deep, but it's pretty old, so I don't know. All right, let's get to it. Well, there are some smaller branches down so far from what was that hurricane? Hurricane Ian. It just came through like 4 days ago. It just came through this area, which I believe the eye of it hit South Carolina, just about 40 miles south of Myrtle Beach, and I am not far from there. In fact, I flew into Myrtle Beach. I flew into Myrtle Beach Airport, and coming in, I had a window seat. I could see very clearly. I could definitely tell that that was Lake Waccamaw that I was flying past. And this one just came down apparently 4 days ago from Hurricane Ian. I got to be pretty careful cutting through this kind of stuff because of not being able to see too well where I'm putting my feet, and there are definitely copperheads around here among the other venomous snakes. And when I was living down here, it was probably the closest encounter I had to a copperhead, or any venomous snake really. I had my hand about a foot away from the copperhead in the dark. I didn't know it was there. And it was cornered too. And I heard a hissing noise. So I pulled out a lighter to see what it was and jumped back as soon as I saw that copperhead right next to my hand. Well, it wasn't on Loblolly Trail very long, so here's my turn on the Pine Woods. I'll be following Yellow Blazes for a little bit. I believe this is, well, I should say a little bit. This is maybe an hour at the most. I think it said maybe 2.5 miles. Thing with hiking down here in the coastal North Carolina area, with everything being completely flat, I can just crush this my pace. First dilemma of this hike. Coming down here, I come to a Y. There's the yellow diamond on the tree. You got a trail there and a trail there. They put the yellow diamond on the trail in the center of the Y. I walked down to the left and didn't see any more yellow, and I don't see any more this way. So, yeah, I don't know. Have to figure this out now. Well, I tried the trail to the right and finally found yellow again. I did look at the map, and it looked like there was a sharp right turn not long after Loblolly. And I knew I need to head back toward the road, which should be this direction anyways. This really couldn't be any easier. I'm moving at 3.4 miles an hour right now. I don't know how long it's going to be on this forest road, but yeah, there's going to be absolutely no elevation gain on this whole thing. So this is not a good warm-up for next month's Black Forest Trail. Coming into the state park campgrounds, and I knew I was coming up to something when I saw this outhouse. First thing was I saw was this outhouse. This thing is seen its fair share of abuse. Look at this. And the thing is, around here, digging a cat hole is nothing like Pennsylvania. It's all sand. You could dig a cat hole all day out here. You could dig a 10-foot deep cat hole out here. I know where I'm at now. If you didn't watch the Green Swamp video, I spent 3 years down here. About 10 years ago was the last time I was here. And I have parked over at this parking lot. I went out this way before. And I did go to the Overlook. I don't know if we're going to see that on the way back. I believe we probably will. Yeah, we would definitely have to see that on the way back. An interesting story of something that's pretty close to here, just to the south of here. So this goes back to the 1800s when the French were in charge of Haiti. And they enslaved all the native people there. So eventually there was a riot. All the French the handful of French that did escape the island, the rest of them were killed by the natives. But the few French that escaped, they made it over here to the North Carolina coast, and they were looking for somewhere to hide. So they eventually ended up coming up, I guess, the Waccamaw River, and settled just south of here. And their descendants still live there. I guess they're probably all somehow related to each other. There's only like a handful of families that live there. But it's a one-way street, or shouldn't have called it a street, a one-way road that dead ends in this little, I guess it's a hamlet or whatever you want to call it, village of Crusoe Island. It's not an island, but that's just the name of it. So yeah, one way in and the same way back out. And it's one of those places where they don't take kindly to strangers coming in there. So if you don't have any business being there, they don't want you being there. Tell you what, tent camping would be an absolute breeze here. Look at this. Even definitely hammocks would not be a problem either, especially with all these pines. In this part of North Carolina, when I was living down here, I was only day hiking. I don't know of any places that you can like backpack camp. I mean, you can reserve and do car camping, but I'm not sure if any places where you can actually backpack in this part of the state. Finally starting to see some of these cypress trees. See if we can't find some bigger ones down the trail. This trail is a little bit more overgrown than the last two trails. But this is pretty cool. Check out all this Spanish moss blowing in the wind. Especially up there at the treetop. First decent look at the lake. Alright, now this blowdown I can crawl underneath. This is the kind of thing I was worried about on this trail once I saw how this is not taken care of as much as the other trail. Is blowdowns, because that storm happened on Friday. This is Monday, so I don't know if any crews came out to clear this trail yet, which doesn't look like it. Hopefully on the way back I don't have anything that's going to make me turn around and do a road walk back to the car. Well, there are definitely alligators out in this lake. I'm not sure how likely I am to find one today, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find one tomorrow on the trails that I'm going on. It almost looks like it's raining over there compared to there. And that would be kind of northeast. I'm not sure which direction. It looks like the waves are blowing this direction. I don't know. Well, at least I do have a raincoat. Not a great one with me. we got a little beach here. And yeah, I'm about to check the radar because if that's a storm coming, I don't want to be next to all this water. Alright, I just checked the radar. There's nothing on the radar. So I should have about another mile to the dam. That's my turnaround point. See what happens. That's got to be a cypress. As big as that is. That's way taller than me. I can't touch the top of that. That's at least 8 feet. No, it's probably closer to 10 feet. Yeah, that's about as high as a basketball rim. Look at this cypress root ball. It's taller than the last one. This one's at least 12 feet high. Here's a nice little chill spot. That's pretty cool. This is the first one of these markers that I've seen. I don't know why I would take the lake. From what I was reading, up here at the dam, which should be right around the bend, pretty soon, they built a walkway across there so you could actually go all the way around the lake. But it's mostly road walk, so I'm not doing that. It's like 14 miles, I think. I'm guessing this stuff is all bamboo. I call that a swamp. Alright, I made it out to the dam. So this is the relatively new walkway across the dam. Feels pretty sturdy. Should be getting plenty of wind noise now. There's the dam. This is my turnaround point. To check my mileage, I'll take you back in the woods. See where I'm at. Okay, so anyways, what I was reading is this lake drains into the Waccamaw River and flows into the Atlantic. But there are 4 feeder creeks that feed this lake, and they did not get very creative with the creek names. I think they're First Creek, Second Creek, Third Creek, and Big Creek. Pretty much exactly 5 miles to the dam from the car. But should be slightly shorter going back since I'm just going to be following the Lakeshore Trail, unless there's blowdowns that I can't get around. Nice swamp. Well, I was not expecting that. I just thought this was just like green leaves, and I kicked a cactus. For a second. Be careful through here. Ow, that's really starting to hurt now. I guess that's one of the drawbacks of trail runners. That thorn just went right through. I wasn't sure where the trail went back here, so apparently I missed a turn. Couldn't find any blue blazes. Let's check again. Well, maybe you guys ever hear through all these cacti. Bunch of them. Okay, I just came from that direction. I'm looking for blazes, looking for blazes. How hidden is that down here? The boardwalk looks very overgrown. Hopefully this is right. Well, that was a bit of a challenge to get through that. Keep my feet dry. Hopefully I don't have to go back up there. I seem to be out back onto a trail. I don't see any blue blazes that way, so I don't know. I guess I missed a turn, so I don't know what's going on here. But this Lakeshore Trail is supposed to follow the lake the whole way back. So I'm going to stay on this. Hopefully this is right. Alright, here's that boardwalk I was looking at earlier. Comes down here. Let's check this out real quick. It looks like rain clouds. I checked the radar. There's nothing on the radar. It says 0% chance of rain. I might have about 1.5 miles left, and this is a good sign that I can smell the freshly cut wood. So hopefully somebody's been through here and cleared this trail the rest of the way back to the park office. Okay, this kind of scared the crap out of me for a second. It's just a snake skin, really a large one. I don't see anything that would resemble, what do you call, rattles on the end. But I don't know if they leave a trace of the rattles when they shed or not, rattlesnakes. But yeah, that's a decent sized one. That's, I don't know, over 3 feet. Yeah, that's probably 4 feet. Okay, I can kind of see the head. It doesn't look like anything venomous. Pretty nice chunk of chicken of the woods. Check this out about alligators. Largest gator found in North Carolina. 12 feet 7 inches. Record specimen for US, 19 feet 2 inches. They'll eat sticks, stones, bricks, and cans. Like I said, probably find some of those tomorrow. I know where they live at, so if I don't find any on trail, I might go try to see if they're home. All right, last view of the lake here. There's not a sign up here, but I checked my GPS, and I do need to make this. Well, I came from the right. I need to head straight up there instead of going to the left over here. So it's real close to the car now. A minute or two ago, I hit the 9-mile mark. So yeah, since I'm this close to the car, I might as well just wrap things up here. Very easy trails, especially that first loblolly and pine tree or whatever the first 2 trails were. Piece of cake. Other than they should have put a sign at that Y. They should have put a sign at that Y, telling you which direction to go. Which I made the right, of course. And once I got onto the section heading from the campground out to the dam, a little bit less taken care of. It wasn't terrible, but and then once I came back, and I guess I missed the turn at campsite 5, but once I found the correct trail, it was a piece of cake. Easy sailing from there. This is a change of pace from Pennsylvania hiking for sure, which I knew it would be. And yeah, I'll put the stats in right here, and I'm sure that like I said, I'm over 9 miles, and I'm sure I did not do 100 feet of elevation gain. I was crushing the pace earlier. Part of that trail might have slowed down my pace, but yeah, I was doing 3.5 miles an hour earlier. Also, put a screenshot of the GPS tracking in here. And yeah, tomorrow, I'm definitely doing at least 2 trail systems tomorrow, hopefully 3. So we'll see how that goes. This will be probably my last hikes down here for this trip. All right, here's the ranger station where my car's at. With that, we're gonna call this one a wrap, and thanks for watching.